What's up, everybody? Good evening, good night, good morning, whatever time of day that you're watching this. I'm Poetry here on Twisted Life of TV's channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for rocking out with me for this entire 2025 year. Things have been rough for us. If you are more on the side of humanity, things have been rough for us this particular year, and it's really taken a toll on me as a just as a person. It's really taking a toll on me. I don't think that a lot of you really understand the gravity of when I say that certain things trigger me and they set me in a state of mind that I can't bring it back down from, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to contain. I don't know how to ignore. I don't know how to not feel or not be compassionate, or not be empathetic and take that energy on in me in a way that is conducive to my health. And like you hear me talk about it, I talk about it a lot of times. And but for me, it just I realize the type of things that I am allowing access to me, that I am inviting into my mental space, that is just out of freaking control. And there are things that I'm dealing with in my personal life that are 100% not in my control, that is already giving me stress. So I don't need to invite more into my life right now. So with that being said, for the remainder of the 2025 year, we only got 3 weeks left. For the remainder of the 2025 year, there will be no PNTV. If you're new here, that's Poetry's News and Twisted Views. You may see that around the channel. That's where I talk about things that are in the news, celebrity deaths, political content. I will not be discussing any of that for the remainder of this year. I also will not be doing Travel and Talk Tuesday. That's TATT that you see here on the channel. This is where I talk about my personal life and things that have been affecting me throughout the week. This is when you'll learn why I'm at this point that I'm at. However, when I do those videos, I do them in the car, and I have stressors coming in from bad drivers, from me not being fully attentive, and then talking about the subject matters that I'm speaking on. All of those things play a factor in my stress levels for the day. So for the remainder of the year, I will not be doing Travel and Talk Tuesday either. I honestly do not know how I'm going to factor those back into the 2026 year because of how much it's affecting me. My heart palpitations are back, and they are back tenfold. Just a few minutes ago, it felt like I was having a heart attack. It felt like my heart was sitting in my throat, but it was just a palpitation. But they're lasting longer. Sometimes in the beginning they will only last a few minutes or lock up, can't move, can't breathe, whatever. But now that they are lasting minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes, and that's a long time when you are in pain. Your chest is racing, your heart is pounding at 1,000 miles a minute. And like my watch, I think my watch had got up to 125 beats a minute on my watch. But as if you've been here before, you know a little bit about my health history. I have AFib, arterial fibrillation. The top of my heart beats faster than the bottom of my heart. So if the bottom of my heart, which is what this watch is registering, is at 125 and it's beating, supposed to beat 4 times faster. I don't think it got that high, but it was going. I guess I'm gonna say it beats up to 4 times faster than the bottom of my heart. I don't know how fast my heart was beating up top, but I just know that I was paralyzed for a second, couldn't move. I was like, I needed my daughter to check on me like every few minutes, just in case I passed out or something. I could tell by my weight that I'm holding a lot of stress in my body, because my actual diet, nutrition is not as bad as one would think for somebody that's considered to be overweight. Like my stomach is a lot of visceral fat. This is when the fat that's in your body pushes up against your organs, and so your belly protrudes. So like if you have a big belly and you can push in on it and it's kind of squishy and jiggly and stuff, you may not have a lot of visceral fat that's pushing up against your organs. But if it's solid, you do. And that's where I'm at. I don't care how much weight I lose. If I gain anything, I put it here on my neck, around my thyroid, and I put it around my waist. So I need to get in control of my cortisol to help me reduce those, me holding on to that stress weight around my waistline, because it makes me susceptible to heart issues, actual heart failure or coronary issues or stroke, things of that nature. And I don't want to fucking die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be more present in the choices that I'm making as far as what I am allowing into my mental space, because it is affecting my physical health. The palpitations are just one of the things, and the visceral fat is just another one of the things. But there's so many other factors so many other things that are going on with me health wise, and one is just setting off the other. So I can control how much news I consume. I can control how much how I interact when I'm driving. So those are the two things that I feel that I need to do as far as me and this channel is concerned. So what that means as far as like whether or not I'm going to be giving y'all all the tips and the line by line or play by play, blow by blow, things about the news. No, I'm not. I just simply am not. I am even trying to stay away from the political side of things on my social media as well. And I know I probably even said it before. It's cute that you could ignore this shit, but I need to. I need to actually put myself into a state of oblivion for a little while, just for the sake of my fucking mental health. And then once my health and my stress and all those other things start getting back to a more balanced state, then maybe I can, gently invite those things back into my mental space, into my space. So, I'm not going to be totally tuned out. So you may still see a post. There may be one day a week that you'll see posts about things that may have happened throughout the week. And I'm not going to do too many. I'm not going to stay focused on it too long. I'm giving myself 2 hours max a day on Instagram. That's it. 2 hours. I don't be on Twitter that much. I can give them 15 minutes whenever I do it. 2 hours max of Instagram. And I think that's a lot of fucking time. But I'm finding myself that I'm spending a lot of time purposefully looking for things that are going to make me joyous and not stressed and sad. Like I say, I have too much personal shit going on that's doing that on its own. So I don't want to intentionally invite the outside noise into my life, if you understand what I'm saying. So, those of you who've been here for a while, you know about the car accidents that I had last year. There was 2 that happened last year. I went back to work in late August, early September. I can't remember exactly when. And then I hurt myself again at work last December on December 30th, so it was almost New Year's Eve. And I've been kind of out of work for the most part for the past year. I say for the most part because I went back to work in March where I only work an hour a day. I can't exercise. I'm not supposed to walk or stand over an hour. I was told I could ride my bike last month for 5 minutes a day, but that may have changed now too, because Now it's affecting my fucking hip. Just Friday I was in the ER. I couldn't walk. I got off work. By the time I made home, I couldn't fucking walk. So I ended up at the ER on Friday. So I got to the hospital late Friday night. I didn't have to stay. But I guess because I'm leaning more to the right side and I actually use a cane to walk, that I'm negatively affecting my hip. So I have inflammatory arthritis in my right hip now. So I've been taken back off of exercising. I was only doing 5 fucking minutes a day. So with me not exercising, I don't even know what the fuck else I can cut out of my damn diet, or I will be eating air. That, all the stress that I'm holding on my body, I'm gaining weight like a motherfucking child. Well, I can't say that. I'm actually almost the same weight I was last year, but I'm holding the weight in different places on my body. I'm holding it more around my waist. If you know anything, if you talk to a doctor, you visit a doctor, holding weight around your midsection is very, what's the word I want to use? Not fucking good. That's pretty much what it is. So, but with that situation, get off my door, Vito. With that situation, y'all know that my pay has been messed up. I have been back and forth dealing with this lady at the workers' comp department in my agency and arguing with her back and forth about signing my paychecks on time, submitting the paperwork in right, giving me the correct information in order for me to file stuff correctly. Been doing that for a year now. Breathe. A year now. This is why I'm not doing Travel and Talk Tuesdays as well, because when I start talking about it, I get mad. But I've been doing that for a year, so I'm going to try to get through this real fast. I've been doing that for a year, and I'm constantly behind the 8 ball. Or I've been hit with the stick docking me in. I am the 8 ball, being knocked into the hole. And it's, I've been in a financial bind for almost 2 years, because the accidents from last year, they didn't even happen at work. So from March through September of last year, I didn't earn any income. I was on my own. So I was blowing through my fucking savings. Left and right, left and right, left and right. Just blowing through my savings. From both of those accidents, I ended up getting a sum total of $20,000. And after the lawyers got their fees, I got like $10,000 from 2 accidents. I was off work for 7 fucking months out the year. So a nigga was broke. Okay? When I went back to work, in September, I wasn't fully healed. I could not afford therapy any longer. So that's why I stopped therapy last year. And I'm still feeling some of the ailments from that, okay? So, when I went back to work in September, then I went back out in December. Now, let's say I'm on workers' compensation and getting paid for the Department of Labor, but I can't get paid from the Department of Labor unless the bitch at my damn job signs the paperwork correctly and gets that in correctly. So, I done took out money from my thrift savings plan. I done borrowed money from the bank. I have maxed out all my fucking credit cards, and it's stressing me. I'm a finance major, by degree. So looking at money and not being able to make sense of it is stressing me the fuck out. I'm about to sell every last stock that I own, just so I won't have to rob Peter to pay Paul again, which I know that's going to make my taxes fucking ridiculous next year, because I have major gains on all the stocks that I have, but I don't know where else to pull money from. I don't have the type of friends and family that look out for me. Hell, I think you guys here on YouTube have looked out for me more than my friends and family have. I get people that call and say, hey, how you doing, girl? But that's the most that they can extend, and I can't knock it. I can be mad about it. I shouldn't be mad about it. But I do be pissed. I be pissed, be feeling like, what the fuck is the motherfucker that's there for me? I feel like Antoine Fisher up in this bitch. Okay. Who's gonna cry for the little girl who cried for me? Okay. But that's how I be feeling sometimes. So, and when I think about shit like that, that also pisses me off. That also stresses me out. And, then I get angry, then I get mad again, and then so I don't know what the fuck I was just talking about. My job. So I have to try to decrease the stress in outside noise as much as I possibly can, because I know I have no control over what's going on with me and my finances as far, because I can't make this woman do what she's supposed to do. I can file complaints left and right, and they could take months to years to get to it and solve it. My website, my business, survivebeauty.com. I have not gone under, but I have not grown this year. This year has been like a really rough year, and like I said, it's been rough for everybody. I would like to believe, but I know that's not fucking true, because I can see how much people support other brands. I'm like tenfold. I can see how people support other brands tenfold. I watch our channels even though I don't, say stuff all the time. But just to say, my business has not progressed this last quarter of the year in the way that I believe it should have, just to make me stay afloat. I was just gonna just ride it out, but I had some issues with my website. So I had already had to decrease the type of website that I had, and it wasn't going to make a big deal. It was going to be like stuff that business in. I wasn't going to get the automated tax software program, and it was in some other program, the automated shipping program. Those were the two things I was losing by decreasing my website, which was fine, right? So I decided to do that, and I was changing my payment method so they wouldn't keep taking money out of my bank account for my personal needs, right? So I switched the payment method over, and they will only take it for a year. So I was like, cool, I ain't got to worry about that for another year. But what happened was, the lending institution for that bank card was like, oh, this is fraud, and they declined the payment, right? So they declined it, and I'm trying to let my website know it was only declined because they thought you were fraudulent, this, that, and the other. And they was like, okay, fine, just go ahead and resubmit it, and everything's everything, right? So I go onto the website. The website has the credit card information that I'm using. I click submit, and instead of them processing the payment on that card, they took it out of my personal money, because that was the card that I initially had on there. But I removed it, and they went ahead and they attached my personal money. And when I saw it happen, I said, oh shit, and I canceled right away, thinking that was going to stop everything, and it didn't. But so I called them, and they told me, we can't give you your money back. We can't do it. I was like, what? They said that they could only give me my money back if it's a brand new website, but not on renewals. And I was like, it's just that you guys, for some reason, defaulted to my old payment. And it wasn't my error. I have screenshots. I don't know why I started doing this. I have screenshots and screenshots and screenshots of each screen when I do my transactions, so proof of what's going on. And on the screenshot, you can clearly see they were supposed to use the new method, the new bank card, in order to withdraw that money. And they used my debit card. They even sent me an email and told me they did this a month ago. And I was like, no, you just did this Saturday. When they said they weren't going to refund my money, my heart sank, because I'm like, now I can't make my car payment. And I still hadn't received my paychecks from last month. So I was like, I don't know when she's going to sign off on it so I can get paid. I'm already behind. I just had to postpone my mortgage. Luckily, I was able to get that in the last day. And I was like, I can't make my car payment. And then I realized, oh shit, my car insurance is due too. Remember I bought my car in June? My HOA is due as well. I was like, fuck, I need money. That's why I gotta sell my stocks. So I told him that I need that back. Yeah, I can get y'all on this card. I can put it back on her, so it's not like it's not being paid for. And that's the payment method I was using anyway. And they told me flat out, nope, can't do it. Elevated it up to the next level. I came back down and said, nope, we can't do it. So I told them, I was like, I'm going to contact my bank and I'm going to file a dispute. They said, well, if you do that, we're going to shut your website down. Fine. Called my bank, went through the steps. My bank said they're going to give me the money back provisionally. But if for some reason they find out that there was no error that happened, they will take the money back from me and then close my bank account. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm still within, I think this is day number 3 or 4, something like that, right now, that I'm waiting. So I heard back from my website company this morning, and they said, okay, fine, we'll give you your money back. We don't normally do this, but we're going to do it this one time. Once we do it, we'll send you an email and let you know it's going to happen. Because when it happens, we're shutting your website down. My website still wouldn't be shut down because I still had the ability to pay for it with the other card, right? So if anything, it would have been shut down for a few minutes and then the other card would have kicked in. But I was like, fine, do what y'all need to do. I need that money back. That was almost $400. I need that money back. I need to pay my car note. Along with all the other bills that I just remembered that I had to pay at around the same fucking time. So the bank right now has that provisional credit on my account. And now the website company said, yeah, we'll give it back to you. But now we're going to take our time. We'll give it back to you. It won't be but a month and a half from now before you actually get it. Which would be end of January. I need it now. Now. So now I'm thinking, I still gotta let the bank know what they told me. When I tell them this, they're gonna actually remove the money from me. Which means I can't pay my fucking car note. I think that's what's gonna happen. They may keep that money on there, and then when they pay them back, I pay the bank back. That may be how it works. I gotta find out for certain. But now I'm thinking, just close the fucking business. That's where I'm at. So I think, I'm not certain. I haven't decided this in totality, but Survive Beauty will be closed after the end of this year. If they refund me back that money before the end of this year, before that 6 weeks is up, Survive Beauty will close. There's people I know that have been telling me for months, I need to get this, I need to contact you for this, I need to pick this up. They haven't did it. I stop believing people when they tell me, girl, I gotta buy this, I need to go on your website and get this. And then time passes and they don't come around. So I think for now, I will still go into because I still have my domain. So I could probably get a landing page or something like that somewhere. So I don't have a full website. And then I'll go back to the way that I started. I started with PayPal, which I was allowing. Oh wow, I can set up a website to PayPal. I can set a website to Square for free, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look into that. I may have to just transfer my products over to either PayPal or Square. Those are the two payment methods that I'm using right now. And if people still want to purchase that way, maybe do it that way. I don't make my products until people order them anyway, so it's not like I got inventory just sitting around waiting for y'all to buy stuff. And my inventory was low anyhow because without my regular income coming in, I wasn't able to buy inventory. So everything I'm making right now is with the inventory that I already have. So if you go to the website right now, because you still can go right now, you will see products that I used to have that's not there. And that's why, because I don't have not necessarily the ingredients to make it, but the containers to put the products in. I don't have the tubing or the boxes and things like that, or the tins. So yeah, so that's it. So PNTV, no more for the rest of this year. Travel Talk Tuesday, no more for the rest of this year, and possibly my business Survive Beauty, no more for the rest of the year. When I come back fully, actually, like I said, I'm not technically leaving. I'm still gonna be posting videos, but I'm gonna be posting things that I know don't stress me the fuck out. Which means I'm going back to just doing TV show reviews and movie reviews for the most part. Like I said, I will possibly maybe once a week give y'all some political updates, but I'm not going no deep dives on them. I'm not going to even do live streams. When I do bring back the live streams, I'm going to be bringing back the cooking streams, but I'm not going to even do live streams at this point. But yeah, TV show reviews and movie reviews. That's what this channel grew into for the most part for the past few years, and then the politics kind of took over. But I know a lot of people aren't watching TV anymore, but for those of us that are, I'm here. That's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy watching TV, I enjoy movies, and I enjoy talking about the shows. The only one that stressed me out to the highest point of festivity was The Handmaid's Tale. There's other shows that I seem angry or upset when I do the reviews or the recaps. Sometimes I just be disappointed in the way the direction the show went. But as far as like physically affecting me, The Handmaid's Tale was probably the only one because it's so close to real life situations that it bugged the shit out of me because it was so close to real life situations that I didn't know how to. I started to forget how to separate the fiction from reality with that show. So I don't plan on being that, I don't plan on going that. So I know the House of Dragons is coming back in 2026. So I know for a fact that's one show. I don't know when Power Universe is going to come back, but this may be the last Power that I do also. I haven't decided yet because 50 Cent pisses me off on a political stage. But I guess if I'm not watching the politics, I may not even see how he's pissing me off because Power Origins is starting and I wanted to watch that show. So I'm going to be doing that. I am still over on the Discord channel. I'm still doing Christmas movies right now. A lot of the movies that I selected, when I selected them, I had research to find out what channels they were airing on, what platforms they were airing on, and they were free for me. I'm already paying for the platform. They were free for me. But they are now, because I guess it's getting closer to Christmas, starting to stick those movies behind paywalls or removing them altogether. Okay, so I had to cancel everything this week altogether. I didn't cancel Rudolph for Saturday because I went and rented that from the library. I've been spending a lot more time in the library, child. So the holiday movie, I actually own that, so I'll dig that out of my crates and everything, and then we'll still get that in. But as of right now, I really wanted to see that movie with Ludacris and Sherry Shepherd, The Chaos Before Christmas. That was an Amazon original, so I probably won't get to see that anywhere. But yeah, I'm still going to do the movie nights, so that's still going to happen on Discord. I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Mrs. O, Taja07, and CT. That's their names on Discord. I know their names are different here over on YouTube, but they are my biggest supporters and followers over on Discord who watch movies with me, and we interact over there. Cat Harlan comes through every once in a while. Woody comes through every once in a while. Vivian comes through every once in a while. So just shout out to all you guys for continuously supporting the Discord. It's not where I wanted it to be. I have like 30 people who are signed up to be on Discord with me, and only those 5 really that actually actively interact. But I'll be watching the movies anyway, so that's why I was like, I still could just watch them on there. So if you come in, you come in. So this month is still the Christmas movies. They're still going on all month. Oh What Fun was horrible to me. I am going to do a review on it. The toy, oh my god, it was as funny as I remember it. I was laughing my butt off. Richard Pryor is amazing. I didn't do this Christmas because that's the day I went into the hospital. So I didn't do this Christmas. I'll find another day to do that on. But yeah, I'm just going to spend my time focusing on things that I enjoy. I watch a lot of reaction videos on YouTube. So if you do reactions or you do recaps, I'll be watching you. So the Discord, I'll be over there. If you're on my other channel, I have gotten back into my tarot. I'm only getting like 2 to 4 views on the video right now. But I feel like I'm supposed to be doing them. It's in me. That's what my spirit is saying for me to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Whether it's just for those 2 to 4 people, And I ain't saying 24. I'm saying 4 people. That's what I'm gonna do it for. There's no charge to me, no sweat off my back, and it actually helps me release as well. So, but if you're over on that channel, I won't be doing the Saturday intention videos how I had been doing them, because I was actually doing them in the car as well. And like I said, I'm trying to reduce that stress while driving. I'm going to try to pick a new route to get to work and hope that works out better. I'm not even trying to communicate with people at work. Just go in there, do my 60 minutes, and get the fuck out and go home, and hopefully get paid on time. I may have a new guest moving in. I'm not sure. One of my daughter's friends may be moving in. He hasn't made his mind up yet. Maybe I'll introduce him if he does move in. Maybe I won't. I think that's all I got for you guys. That's all I got for you. So there will be no year roundup on the channel about different things that happen throughout the year. I will not be talking about or watching the Diddy documentary. Like I said, I'm not going to be inviting the trauma into my mind. I'm not going to be inviting it into my soul, to my spirit. Y'all got enough channels around YouTube that y'all can watch. I appreciate the ones who value my opinion, and that's why you're here. You want to hear it. I'm not giving it. I'm not. For me, I'm like, what am I trying to prove to myself by watching it? I already believe the victims. What else do I need to do? What else do I need to know? Why would that information be beneficial for me, for poetry? I don't see a benefit for me to watch it, other than to share it with you guys. But again, there's 11,000 channels out there that are sharing it. I don't want to intentionally add that trauma back into my life. Which is one reason why I started reading one of my books. I don't want to read about the trauma. All the ones I had were like biographies. I'm putting a pause on it right now until I get my mental state back to where it needs to be. I didn't realize this video was going to be this long. I thought I was going to come in here and talk for 5 minutes, child. But I'm long-winded. Y'all know it already. God, my hair is falling out. I didn't tell y'all that. The silver gray hairs, they graying. But my hair is falling out. If you look at my pillow on my bed, there's hair all on my bed. When you get inside my car, there's hair that has attached to the roof because it's just falling out. That's how much stress I have in my life. That's how, there's so many things I haven't told you guys about, and I probably won't, because like I say, it pisses me off to talk about. But that's how negatively affected that I am at this point in my life. And I'm like, I'm too fucking young to be feeling this way. Okay? Like, I never used to look my age. I'm starting to look my age down. And I'm dyeing my hair. You may see a video on that. Like I say, there still will be some type of content, but political content I'm really, really scaling back. Even posted on the community tab, it's going to be reduced. And if that takes you away from this channel, you want to find a new place to call your living room, your space, hang out with some other aunties and uncles. If that causes you to not want to be here, I totally understand. Protect your peace as well. Protect your peace as well. My members, you may get videos, you may get some of me talking about, like now, my members may still get this behind the scenes type of conversation. I gotta update y'all on my ancestry DNA situation. I still gotta update y'all on that. But I think I only got like 6 or 7 members now. So I'm only talking to 6 or 7 people. A lot of my members walked away because I wasn't posting as much as I had planned to. And they didn't want to pay for the content anymore. But if you want to get more in depth with me and get, my memberships are still open, $3.99 a month. If you don't want to join the membership, but you still want to help donate to the channel, there's a thanks button under each and every video. It has a little $sign. You can donate that way. You can contact me, send me something through PayPal. I accept all those donations and tokens of appreciation. I do not have Cash App. I do not plan on starting a Cash App just to get donations. I might start a GoFundMe though. That's how bad situation has gotten for me that I may actually start a GoFundMe. And I'm trying not to be like, woe is me, but pretending to be okay all the time or trying to force a smile on your face all the time, it's wearing on me. It is wearing on me. Anyway, child, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I don't talk too much. I probably done told y'all more than what y'all need to know anyway. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Like I said, if you want to just keep up with the recaps and reviews that I'll be doing, the movies that I have planned to watch, those are the ones that I'll probably be tapping into. Those are the ones that I will be tapping into. My daughter told me to start this series called Bloodhound. If it's not a true story, I probably could, because I could watch fictional shit, you know, as long as I know my mind is fictional, it's easy for me to watch. But once I can start relating it too closely to real life events and make comparisons with real life events, then that's all it's doing is triggering those life events again. And yeah, I'm angry all the fucking time and I don't like this feeling. So I don't know how many times I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all. Goodbye for this video. Thank you for being here. Peace.